Now let us discover admin's login for the VAS ClientCare system. Now we are logged in as admin of the VAS ClientCare system. On the left hand side, there are users, zones, projects, request groups and types, functional areas, notifications, FAQs, brochures, user manual, report headers, on-hold messages, remarks, and import data. In the users option, there is admin, DGM, facility members, zones with their zonal heads, and authorized requests. In admins tab, all the admins of the system are listed. In the DGMs tab, all the DGMs of the system are listed. In the facility members, all the facility members of the system are listed. In the zonal tab, all the zones are listed with their corresponding zonal heads. Now let us see in the zone details. In the zone details, if we click on the zone name, we can navigate to their corresponding projects and users. So let us navigate to this zone. Now we can see all the projects in this zone are listed. Now if we click on the project name, we see all the project users of the system. Now we can see all the project users of this system like society managers, tenants, owners. Now on the right hand side, you can say there is assigned units. We can change the units of this user which are assigned to this user. We can delete the previously owned units. We can assign the new units by selecting the units with their building and update the system. We can also inactivate the user and edit the user. There is also one more button over there to raise the request on behalf of this user. So we can raise the request on behalf of this user by adding the description, preferred date and time slots, and attachment. Now coming back to the zones, there are zonal heads listed over here. There is inactivation button and edit button to all the listed users. In authorized request, all the requests which are coming through bulk import data or self signups are listed in all authorized request tab. Here, admin authorizes the users. Afterwards, the email is received by the users explaining the ways to log in into the system with their passwords. Now coming back to the left panel, in users, there is new user button on the right hand side. If we click on the new user, we can add multiple types of users through this panel. In the administrator, DGM, zonal head, facility member, owner, tenant, society managers. According to the type, list of options change. Say in owner, there is project name, then building selection, units selection, and user details likewise. So we can add the new user through this panel on the right hand side. Once the users are loaded, now coming back to the zones tab, all the zones are listed over here. There is new zone button through which we can add the new zone onto the system. There is also edit zone over here on the right hand side. Now coming to the projects tab, all the projects of the system with their corresponding zones are listed over here. We can inactivate the project or edit the project details through these buttons on the right hand side. Once the project support is done, then we can simply inactivate the project through which the users won't be able to log in into the system. There is another button, new add new project on the top right hand side. We can add the new projects through this button. There is project name. Few fields are mandatory, for which we can add the project instantly. Project name, project zone, then project codes. This project code is very important for users to log in. They need to give the project code for owner, tenant, society managers. Once the project code is given by them, then they are logged in into the corresponding projects. Then number of buildings, number of units, address of the project, contact person, etc. So this we can add the new project onto the system. Now we can click on the project name to see the building details of the project. Now these are the buildings which are there in the project. If you click on the building details, then how many units are there into the building are listed onto the right hand side. Over here, we can add new units from this button. Simply add the unit number and save it. Then we can add the new buildings to this button, new building. We can simply add the building name and number of units and save it. So in this project, new buildings with their units can be added. Now, as you can see in the project's detail, the project code is also listed. The number of buildings, contact person, address, zone, status, etc. We have also seen how to add the new project over here. Then coming back to the left panel, there is request groups and types. In the request groups and request types, these are the groups and types to which the request belongs to. We can add the new request group through this button. Simply add the name and it will be added into the system. You can also edit through this small button over right hand side. Edit the request groups and types. Now request type is the type of the request which belongs to certain group. So it is dependent upon certain group. So request type can be added through this button on the right hand side. Simply add the request type name and belong it to certain group. Then simply save it. You can also edit the request type. Say number plate missing on the main door. This is the request type which belongs to the group name nameplate. Likewise. So coming back to the left panel, there is functional areas next over there. Functional areas are the work areas to which facility member belong to. We can add the new functional area through this button. Simply add the name. We can edit the functional areas. Now there is notification on the left hand side. If you click on the notifications, these are the notifications messages or the real estate group wants to show it onto the mobile of the owner, society manager, and tenant. We can simply add the notification through this button. Select the role to which notification should be shown. If you select the owner, this notification only will be shown to owners. Then we can add the notification title, description, and expiry date. After the expiry date, notifications will not be shown to that role anymore. We can delete, inactivate the notification or edit the notification. Then on the left hand side, there is FAQs. FAQs are the frequently asked questions of the real estate group. We can add the new FAQs through this tab, the question and the answers. Simply save it, which will be shown onto the mobile applications of the owner, tenant, and society manager. There is also inactivation of the FAQs and editing of the FAQs on the right hand side. Then there are do's and don'ts on the side, if you click on that, these are the do's and don'ts for the projects. New do's and don'ts can be added through this button. Simply enter the title and description, and those will be added. We can simply view by clicking on this button and inactivate and edit the same. Now in brochures, all the new projects brochure can be listed over here. Once we add the new brochure through this panel, title, brochure link to which the mobile link should be redirected to, and the location of the new project, and small pic of the new project which is coming up, which can be added onto the system through this panel, will be shown onto the client's mobile application. Once they click on the image, it will be redirected to the main site of the project. So through this, we can advertise our new projects which are coming up for the real estate group. Then we can simply inactivate or edit the brochures and the links. Then there are user manuals on the left hand side. Through this, we can add the user manual for each project. On the upper right hand side corner, there is new user manual button. You can simply enter the title and select the project for which user manual needs to be added. Then we can choose the file up to 10 MB size. The PDF file will be uploaded and saved into the system. We can also view this uploaded file and inactivate this. At any given moment, only one user manual should be active for the project. Now there are report headers for the system. There are multiple types of reports which can be generated. For that, report headers should be there. Report headers are the titles and title messages which we want to show it onto our Excel reports as company name or company logo, etc. New report headers can be added to this panel, like enter the title, report types for these multiple types of reports, then header text and description. These report headers would be shown onto the title of the report exported. We can also view this and edit these report headers. Now there are on hold messages. When the requests are needed to be on holded, then DGM or zonal heads can simply select those previously added messages and hold the request. For that, to add the default messages, we can add the on hold messages through this tab. We can also edit the messages, such as material to resolve the request ordered. Likewise, we can simply, by default, list out the on hold messages and the process becomes easier. In remarks tab, there are multiple remarks for the system, like assignment remark, decline remark, completion remark. These are the remark types. When the request is raised and action is being taken on that request, then these remark types are important. These actions trigger the remark type. And for that corresponding action, we can add the remark. These are the remarks which can be defaultly added into the system. So DGM and zonal head simply needs to select the remarks, or facility member simply needs to select the remark through this tab, which will be shown onto their mobile apps. New remark, we can add the new remark for the action being taken and save into the system. We can also edit the remark. Then there is import data into the system. The real estate group may be having multiple projects, multiple zones. So all the data can be onboarded instantly with least amount of time through this bulk import data functionality. So on the right hand side, there's download template button. We can simply click on this to download the template. So let's go through this template once. So this is the template we just downloaded. It gives zone name, zone city, project name, project code, building name, number of units in the building, units number, owner first name, last name, all the details of the owner and tenant and society managers can be captured through this tab. Once the sheet is formed, that is XLSX sheet is formed, it can be uploaded into the system through this functionality. All the zones under real estate group and all the projects under those zones and all the users under those projects can be instantly uploaded, and the whole real estate group's data can be live within seconds. So let's go through one upload, bulk up import data. Let's choose one file. So this is the new zone file we have selected. And once this file, XLSX file is selected, you can see there is actions over there. And there's upload action and remove action. So if I have mistakenly selected the other file, we can remove the file or simply upload the file which is correct. So here we are uploading this file now by clicking on it. So it shows the complete progress and it has generated the report for it. So as you can see below, there is a table reports. And in the last column, there is download. So we can download the report. So the report of this bulk import data is downloaded. So let's go through the report. This bulk import data file sample value line was uploaded. And in the last column, there is success status. So it shows the status of the file. The zone uploaded successfully, project uploaded successfully, building uploaded successfully, unit uploaded successfully, owner uploaded successfully. And there is error status that tenant's contact email is required. So through this, we can see what are the success reports and which are the error reports. So which is the data which is not uploaded and which is the data which is correctly uploaded. So we can correct it and re-upload the data which is remaining. So this was the bulk import data. So basically admin imports all the data through this functionality. And admin's job is to manage the data of the system with different kinds of messages, brochures, FAQs, notifications, etc. He completely controls the data of the system. And authorization request also he handles. Thank you.